anything else.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, people were locked up in their houses for so damn long.
People got caught left with people they didn't want in their house.
Oh, my God. I think that definitely put the test to people's relationships.
That's what it was, too.
Yeah. So thank God we weren't together when that happened.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I was outside any fucking way. So y'all was quarantining. I was outside. Like the fuck.
I think I would have killed that man.
There's no. Thank
I was
God
getting
we
phone
wasn't
calls like,
together.
bitch.
I was outside.
Pull up. I'm about to kill this nigga right here.
She was outside. She was looking for me.
No, I was
Where you
not.
at, motherfucker?
I was in the house dying of COVID.
And I was taking care of your ass.
Lies, because I had to bring food. So you're
Don't
lying
let her
right
lie
now.
to you.
Well, don't wait. Hold on.
What
Pause.
she tell you?
I don't know what you tell. What
I
you
don't
tell
know what she
yourself,
tell y'all.
honey bun. Because don't
I
sweetheart me.
don't know what y'all tell.
He used to
what she
drop
tell
off
y'all.
groceries too.
Okay.
Used to.
You did.
Oh, so you still do drop off groceries?
Come on, man.
So used to is
I'm
past
Mr. Goodwin, man.
I'll pay for my own groceries. Thank you very much. Don't
Yo,
play me.
Don't do that.
Don't play me.
Oh God.
Don't do
And scene. Because I don't know where groceries even came in to
Right.
this topic at this point. Because, I mean, if you want to drop some groceries off at my house, since you dropping groceries off,
Right.
just drop a couple bags off, a couple boxes of cereal, a couple gallons of milk, like 2 loaves of bread.
That whipped cheese.
I ain't never ate whipped cheese.
That big block.
Mm-mm.
The
I
government
ain't never ate whipped
cheese.
cheese.
Then you wasn't in the projects like
I
you
was.
said.
Right,
you was.
right.
My uncle sold.
Nah,
Because
Real
they all
project,
know about
baby.
the
My
whipped
uncle
cheese.
sold.
Ain't a real project, baby, if you ain't had a block of that government cheese.
Right.
Not even a slice. Not even any macaroni and cheese.
Yep.
You had some of the whipped cheese.
That shit was
Okay.
nasty.
You had some.
Oh, we're getting off topic again. That's okay.
As always. Okay.
But that
I've
whole
never
shit
been
with
broke.
Will Smith though and Jada, like, I don't know why he's just coming out now about their open relationship. Like, we didn't all know about this.
But that's been that for years.
decades.
They said that for like years ago, like decades ago. They did
Right.
an article and said that a key to a happy relationship is an open marriage. They've had an open marriage for years.
Right. And he said it was her idea. So I was actually kind of shocked about that.
And now pause to that because it's a lot of ladies out here that don't mind being in an open relationship, on to the contrary. Because I have mentioned that in my situation just recently.
What do you mean?
Well, I
Please elaborate.
sat Mr. Panamanian down because and I said that I think I'm at a point in my life, since I'm knocking on that golden door of 40 and I am still fine as fuck. I think I want an open relationship.
Do you think this is like a midlife crisis?
I don't think that it's a midlife crisis. I just think that
Exploring, just exploring.
I just want to try something different.
But like, how is, like, why
So where did I
still-
get to that point?
No, like, I'm trying to, like, it's like, an open relationship is like you in a relationship, but you see other people, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, why even be in a relationship?
Because honestly, when you've
Just
been
date.
so when you've been, so let's just keep in mind, right? When you've been, and I had one of the nurses at my job who sat me down and he like really explained everything to me. When you've been with somebody for like 20, 30 years, it's not that you don't love your significant other anymore, but when you start having kids and building a life with that person, it no longer becomes an in love you relationship.
What makes you think it don't become that
somewhere
anymore?
along the line between y'all raising kids and
Was it
working?
the excitement? Like, what makes you think it gets to that? What makes you
Well,
think?
no,
makes it get
I'm
to
just
that
telling you
point?
how he explained it to me, and then like with me sitting down, like really listening to him, because I get a lot of my advice from him because he's an older man and he's been married for a long time and he's been through some shit. You just tend to, when you go into a marriage or when you're in a long-term relationship, it no longer is I'm in love with you. Like when you put a ring on your significant other's finger, you are deeply, madly in love. And then through over the years of y'all going through your trials and tribulations, it tends to not, that same love that was there when y'all fell in love with each other, it no longer is there no more. So y'all marriage and y'all relationship becomes a business relationship. If you really sit down and look at it, like
I'd agree.
It's more.
It's something. No. It's
now,
something.
this is coming from
something,
a man's perspective. This is not even a female's perspective.
That sounds like a pimp.
No, this is from a man's perspective.
What I'm saying is,
who has been married for 35 years.
What I'm saying is, something has to make you fall out of love.
No,
with a
and it's not
person,
that you don't fall out of love. You still have tremendous amount of love for that person.
The love evolves to something else.
It evolves in something else. When you sit down and let's break it down strategically, like he broke it down to me. He has.
So that
3
makes
kids.
you have an open
Listen,
relationship.
so he has
Turn it
3
into a
kids in
business?
college. He has about 2 businesses. He has a couple rental properties. He has a vacation home, and he has 2 homes here in Connecticut. They both are very successful in their careers. Now, if we just go 35 years of marriage and be like, you know what? I want to get a divorce because I want to start fresh. I'm losing everything that I have invested within this person. Like I have been with this woman for 35 years. She knows me as anybody else.
Something
but
has to
there's
make
a disconnect.
It's disconnect from love with that other person.
So it's not that he doesn't love her anymore.
There's a different. Then that's a different kind of love.
Yeah,
there are different kind of love, right?
To something else.
So what I'm saying is, to love someone, to marry them, you are madly in love with this person.
Correct.
You will die for this person.
Correct.
Right.
And that's what to say 35 years later, he still wouldn't die for the same person.
Through those trials and tribulations, something died in that flame.
Well, you got to think about it. With that many businesses, they're both successful. They must have neglected each other to get there.
Right.
Right? Yeah. There's something that like relationships need excitement. Like, you know what I'm saying? So to me, like, it's like people who do open relationships, sometimes in the majority of the time, be swingers.
Not necessarily.
Will Smith and Jada Pinkett are swingers.
They're not swingers.
They're not swingers.
They have their own separated relationships.
Nah, that nigga got mad because
when
she
you
fell in
marry
love
somebody,
with that,
you gotta think
business.
But you gotta think when you marry somebody, you gotta think business wise. Like they don't have no prenup. They don't have no prenup. So if they was to get a divorce, that means everything gets split that they both worked hard for. They both walked into a relationship with.
Well, then that probably makes sense why she decided to do it, because he had more than her.
I think with them, Will Smith was just a fucking cheating ass fucking billionaire.
But this goes back to Tupac. She had her first relationship with him.
Tupac and Smith is 2 different people. Like, and then they met like in art school or something, like School of the Arts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They met in school.
So they were like teenagers. You know what I'm saying? But Will Smith, like, he was he's still successful as fuck. Like, there's no way this dude was faithful to Jada. Jada just probably got sick of the shit and was just like, you know
but
what?
She said that.
The
if
kids
you go
are
back
grown.
I feel like his relationships would have came out just like hers did, though.
Right, exactly. Hell yeah.
But
his money
it
just
didn't.
long. His money long.
Maybe
this shit not gonna come out. His money long. He paying the best lawyers. Like,
she made her relationships public. She didn't give a fuck.
These people.
You just get to the point where you get tired of hiding certain shit, and
Kelly money ran out. That's why that motherfucker got locked up. He couldn't pay people off no more to keep their mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, when I was in college, when I met this one person, they told me, it was like, yo, motherfuckers favor for a favor. It was like, I can make a phone call for you. Boom, boom, boom. But what could you do for me? I'm like, nigga, I'm not doing all that, nigga. Like, I could do that my shit myself. But he started spilling the tea on a whole bunch of people. I was just like, the industry is corrupted.
Yeah, it is. But I definitely agree with the love evolving to something else. But at that point, you're making a commitment to stay with that person, because it can't be the same. You can't.
But do you think it still is a physical connection if it becomes like that? Like in an open relationship?
Well, let me just ask you this. Hold on. So
since
we here, you love her the same way you did when you met her all those years ago?
Hell yeah. I'll die for her to this day.
It doesn't matter about. Wait, hold on. Let's say the dying off.
No, I still do. Of course.
I love the shit out of my significant other, and I still give him the world. But the love is not.
No, the love is still the same.
You can't say that because y'all done been
I can
through some
say
shit.
Yeah, we've been through a lot of shit.
And it ain't never changed.
For me, it's more so like, and I'm going to be completely candid here. Like, there was times where I did fall out of love, but then I fell back in love type of thing because of the stuff that we went through, because of the infidelities and stuff. When the trust was gone, then I was completely done at that point. But he made a point of never giving up and being persistent because of how he felt, I guess. And that made me fall back in love with him.
Exactly. So you can't, here we go, because you got some infidelities going on there, Pimp Nasty. So let's just keep that shit a buck in the bin.
Maybe if we would have done an open relationship to begin with, it would have never fizzled, and we would have been happier than ever.
I wouldn't even be in a relationship. I would never do an open relationship.
But those things never would have happened, though.
Right, but
and
we would have been
out. In a different place.
Who stepped out? First of all, don't do all that. Don't do all that.
Pimp Nasty.
Don't do all that.
It is what it is, but yeah.
Well, there goes your answer as to the whole open relationship thing. So I don't think it's a bad idea.
I think it depends on the couple.
It all depends on the couple.
I couldn't personally do it, but I have seen successful open relationships.
Because those are people who are swingers, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not a swinger.
You talking about yours is a more financial, you know what I'm saying? So at the end,
because if I decide to walk away from a situation, I got a house, I got 401ks,
right. So it's not a physical thing.
We got shit built already. Right. So it's not as easy. So
there's couples that are established like that, but still have a physical connection, but they want more excitement in their relationship.
Right,
so
and I still have a physical connection with mine, but
it's like, yo, you like that dude over there? Like, yeah, you know what? Hey, I want to see him fuck you tonight. And then there might be some chicks like, you like that chick with the fat ass?
Saying all
like,
that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's how, you know, but at the end of the day, like, I don't know.
We ain't saying
like, to each his own,
everybody being in the same room.
Tomato.
We ain't saying like everybody being in the same room.
Swingers be in the same room, banging in front of each other.
Nah. See, y'all watch too much TV.
That's what swingers are.
That's not what swingers are.
Yes, it is. It's all of us
orgies.
That's an orgy. That's an orgy. That's not swingers.
Or if you're like swapping wives and shit.
Right.
That's
like
swingers.
You take shorty, I take shorty, and we tag it up. Like
tag it up.
Bam. You tag you and pimp.
You scratch and sniff that one.
I ain't doing no scratching and sniffing.
Tell me what flavor it is.
The coconut,
little cocoa.
Strawberries.
Not even.
No, but like I've seen successful relationships that do that.
Right.
Me specifically, I don't like to share, so that would be a problem for me. But to each is their own, and I feel like if you have the right boundaries and rules and communication, you can effectively do it.
Bingo.
Yeah.
That's the whole key in all of that.
Yeah.
Is respecting each other's boundaries and communicating if you're going to have an open relationship.
Yep, and checking in with each other. Yep.
To make sure that your partner is
still
okay
good.
with the situation.
Right.
Now, I can want this all day, but my partner could be like, nah, I'm not okay with this.
Right, and exactly.
Just not.
It has to be a two-way street.
But you're openly communicating that, so.
Right. So, on that note, we are going to do another show on thruples.
What the fuck is a thruple?
That will come in due time.
What's a thruple?
No, a thruple is like a 3-person relationship.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because we already did open relationships. We already did that one. So in the near future, we'll do the thruple show. Because I feel like it's becoming a trend now. And there's more and more.
It's not becoming. It's always been something. It's just that social media,
it
you
just
can
wasn't.
see it now.
Like, I'm confused.
It's a 3-person relationship.
It's like, I don't want to say, religions, but some religions, men are allowed to have more than
like
one
in
wife.
Africa?
Yeah, like, it's just religions in general. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but also
so the majority of people
in here too. I mean, for example, like Muslims, they can have as many wives as they can provide for. But that can be more than a throuple. You can have 3-4 wives if you can financially afford it. But there are people now, because there's no social like restrictions really anymore. Anything goes at this point. No one's surprised by anything. So people are